though he paid respects to Jiang, who had to be steadied by two aides while standing for the closing march of the Volunteers' national anthem. Tuesday's ceremony was all about Xi. Upon having his personal philosophy etched into the national constitution as Xi Jinping Thought on Socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era, the 64-year-old now joins Mao Zedong and Deng Xiaoping in the pantheon of modern China's most powerful leaders. It's the coronation of Emperor Xi, says Professor Nick Bisley, an Asia expert at Australia's La Trobe University. He is without question the paramount leader and one with a remarkably ambitious vision for China. Xi's really been a bit of a fizzer in terms of economic reform so far, says Bisley. But by making himself the unrivaled center of power, he's got a better platform for making these other reforms stick. The purging of senior officials during Xi's first term demonstrated that he was not a leader to be crossed. Now that his personal dogma is enshrined in the nation's charter, challenging him could even be considered seditious. The true extent of his power will emerge Wednesday when the new Politburo Standing Committee, PSC, China's top executive body is unveiled, and we see how many key allies have been retained and promoted. One name that won't be present is Wang Qishan, Xi's enforcer who headed his sweeping anti-corruption purge, who didn't make it onto the CCP's Central Committee. Aged 69, Wang is 1 year above the unofficial age limit for PSC members, but many believed a buoyant Xi would have broken with convention to keep his powerful ally by his side. It's a surprise for me, says Wu Qiang, an independent commentator based in Beijing and former professor of political science at Tsinghua University. It means there will be more uncertainties over the next 5 years. At present, no leader in the party could replace Wang. The key question that remains is whether any younger leaders are promoted to the PSC, as these by implication will be the cadres groomed to assume the top posts of president and premier at the 20th Congress in 2022. The most common candidates mentioned are Hu Chunyue, Zhang Qingwei and Chen Min'er, though if none make the cut, then it will look like Xi is preparing to stay on for longer than the next 5 years. Xi is on the road to be China's most powerful leader, but he hasn't reached the peak, says Wu. Over the next 5 years Xi will institutionalize his power in the party. In the end, he may get rid of the Politburo, and become the real president of China. With reporting by Yang Saiki/Beijing.